Captain Dylan Hubbard here with Hubbard's Marina. Hubbard's Marina has been fishing local waters over 90 years and 4 generations, and I'm the 4th generation at Hubbard's Marina. We're out here today filming with Salt Strong. We're filming a red snapper mastery course for all our insiders. So we're gonna give you a little taste of that right now. We've got our secret weapon here, our double snell rig and a strip of bonita. So we've got our double snell hooked into this bonita strip. This is our red snapper secret weapon. They love this smelly, oily, really good taste in bonita. As it goes to bottom, we've been getting hit on the way to bottom because they like this bait so much. So let's see how it works out for us. I've got my 2-speed reel here. I've got braided line in the reel. I've got a monofilament top shot to allow for plenty of shock absorption as I reel in one of those big red snapper that's shaking its head. I'm gonna go ahead and make sure I hook the bait so it doesn't spin on the way to bottom. Once I hit bottom, if I hit bottom, I'm gonna make sure that I hold bottom naturally, present that bait naturally, and when I feel that bite, I'm gonna crank, not yank, to set the hook. And then hopefully we're gonna bring up a nice big old red snapper here, and we're gonna get it vented and get it back down to bottom quickly. So let's see what happens. Always wanna make sure I keep my thumb on the spool as I'm dropping down. And this time it seems like I'm gonna start making it to bottom. Haven't got a hit yet on the way down. And then once I get to bottom, there was a hit on the way down, but I made it to bottom. So now I'm gonna make sure that I'm holding bottom and moving my rod tip with the boat so that way I hold the bottom. Oh, nice big bite right off the bat. I missed the fish, so I drop it right back down to bottom quickly. Especially with this bonita strip, it stays on the hook really well for me. Whenever you miss a fish, you always want to drop it right back down to bottom as quick as possible, because a lot of times you'll have a second or third shot at that fish. You can see I'm moving my rod tip with the boat, keeping that line tight enough to feel the lead, but not tight enough to disturb that lead on the bottom. Now I'm going to lift my rod tip to the sky real slowly to straighten out my leader, make that bait appear even more naturally on the bottom. Because you straighten out that leader and get that bait further from your lead, it looks much more natural on the bottom there. Getting some smaller pecks. I'm waiting for that bigger fish before I set that hook. There he is. Got a nice one on there. Now if we can get him up to the boat. I like these conventional reels because it enables me to keep my elbow into my gut. I keep the butt of the rod. Oh, Luke's got a real nice one back there. I keep the butt of this conventional rod underneath my right arm, keep my left hand out in front of the reel, and I keep my left elbow into my gut. So that acts as my lever. And instead of fighting this fish with my arms, you're able to fight it with your whole body. Nice red snapper coming up here. Not super big. Luke back there definitely caught a bigger one, but nice red snapper real quickly nonetheless. And we've been catching a lot of these guys out here today, filming this red snapper course. And we're gonna catch plenty more. Keeper size fish, but nothing to write home about. That's a big one back there. We're gonna drop it down and try it again. But before we drop them down, we always make sure we vent our fish properly by removing some of these scales and penetrating that fish right below its pectoral fin, releasing that gas, and he's ready to go back down to bottom. There he goes. And let's go do it again.